of pirates, but modern pirates, normally from Somalia and Nigeria.
Okay, we still got pirates. We still got pirates today. 2026 pirates.
These armed pirate crews take over entire ships, stealing the cargo and holding the crew hostage, normally to try and get a big ransom payment. Cargo ship security have to stop these pirates, but it's easier said than done. The security guards are normally outnumbered. The pirates normally have AK-47s and RPGs, and come in teams of 4 to 8 people. Because you're at sea, no military.
Man, these pirates ain't playing. They got RPGs, AK-47s. And they trying to take a ransom. They not even worried about the cargo. They looking for a ransom. Trying to hold somebody hostage till they get paid. They're crazy.
From any country will come to help, and even if they wanted to, there wouldn't be time. If a pirate boat is spotted, security must lock down the entire ship, placing razor wire all over the ship. A 1,000-foot cargo ship may sound invincible,
That's
but
a lot of
because it's so
cargo.
big, it's hard to guard everywhere, leading to many blind spots where pirates can board. Ship security guards face sleep deprivation, paranoia, and ocean sickness. To make things even scarier, most pirate hijackings happen at night, meaning you can never get a good night's sleep. It also means you have to defend your ship in total darkness.
The jackings happen at night. So you spend all day up moving, grooving, and then at night you really gotta stay up because these goddamn pirates might come attack your ship, hold you at gunpoint, put a rocket launcher to your head.
It's no surprise dozens of cargo ship security guards lose their lives on the job every year. They're paid around $20,000 to $30,000 per month, meaning the job is high reward but very high risk.
20 to
Ship
30
propeller
every month.
divers. Military and cargo ships have massive propellers, which are bigger than some.
Look at those propellers. Compared to look at look how big the propeller is next to this man. And he ain't even look. Okay, look at this man right here. Huge, extreme size propellers.
Things. They can be up to 40 feet wide and weigh over 100
40
tons.
wide.
They're capable of
100
slicing you into
tons?
pieces, which is why it's so scary that people have to dive down to inspect them, normally in absolute darkness, sometimes in dangerous, shark-infested waters.
You gotta dive down in absolute darkness under the water to fix a giant propeller that weighs 100 tons. That's crazy. That's extremely dangerous.
If a ship breaks down, these guys have to fix it, no matter where it is. A lot can go wrong, and sadly, every year, some of these divers don't make it back up to the surface. Sometimes the propellers start up, causing them to instantly pass away. The propellers are fast. If one turns on, you're done for. Marine life often attack the divers
Just imagine if one of those propellers turn on. First of all, you're already up underwater in an uncomfortable position. Okay? You got to worry about sharks. You got to worry about your oxygen tank. What if the oxygen tank or tube bursts, releasing oxygen? You can drown. But if the propeller turns on, starts spinning, it's gonna suck that person in right into the propeller to get chopped up. That is extremely dangerous.
Aggressive fish, eels, and sharks can be deadly. Sometimes they have to enter tight gaps in between the propellers. If the current changes, they can be trapped inside, where oxygen will run out in minutes. Also, they work very deep under the sea. The pressure is immense, and can easily
Water
crush
pressure.
your lungs. They're sometimes sucked into the propellers. Even the propellers slightly moving can
Sometimes they sucked into the propellers. Oh my goodness.
create a vortex, pulling the divers under the blades. The worst part is, no one can hear you scream. Communication systems that deep are very unreliable.
No one could hear you scream. Come on, man. You underwater. Excuse me, sorry. You got to worry about sharks, marine life. You got to worry about your oxygen either running out or being leaked. Um, then you got to worry about these giant propellers. Okay, what if in the middle of you working on it, one kicks on, get to moving, and you get sucked in and chopped up? They won't even, like they said, ain't nobody can hear you scream under there. You know, it's just like, okay, he done been under there for about 2 hours. Let's check on him. He in pieces. What's going on?
That if something goes wrong, no one will know until it's way too late. Ship propeller divers
Until
make
it's
around
way too late.
$30,000 per month. But with all the risk, is it even worth it? Bomb diffuser. EOD technicians, also known as bomb diffusers, have one of the most deadly jobs in the world. It's not simple like it looks in the movies.
Now that's a
Real
movie.
life bombs are
I've seen that movie. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I've seen that movie.
booby-trapped, meaning there are many ways they can detonate. Also, bombs often have timers, meaning the diffusers have just minutes or seconds to act. They face psychological trauma every day. If you thought your manager was bad, these guys basically play Russian roulette every day they go into work. Every call could be their last, and this does a number on their mental health. Even their training is intense, having to experience
Look at this dude. Now, this is training. He has to go through training with a fire and blast proof suit, walking through the explosions and the flames. And he has to basically train himself to be normal under that pressure, or calm under the pressure, in the midst of flames, in the midst of explosions. That is wild.
controlled explosions while wearing a bomb-proof suit, ensuring they know how to react. Bomb diffusers make around $10,000 per month,
That's
but
not
the
worth it.
risk is extreme.
That's
Miner.
not worth it.
If you're claustrophobic, look away right now. Being a miner is one of the world's most uncomfortable and deadly jobs. Mine collapses claim hundreds of lives every year. They can cave in without warning, burying miners alive under tons of rocks and dirt, and rescue is often impossible. Miners also have to face toxic gases in every tunnel.
Miners, they get crushed. There's no oxygen down there. They're surrounded by all kinds of toxins. Sometimes there's gases that are leaking through. It's dangerous for miners too.
Methane and carbon monoxide can cause asphyxiation, or even explosions. The machines are also super dangerous. Pickaxes, drills, and conveyors are used in confined spaces, leading to workers being injured or crushed. Many miners also get what's known as black lung disease.
Man, how far he got to go down? Look at this. And he's using hands and feet.
This is from inhaling coal dust
See, look.
over many years. Miners report anxiety, depression, and PTSD. They work miles underground away from sunlight, family, or friends, taking a massive toll on their mental health. And to think Minecraft makes mining look so relaxing. Unfortunately, these guys can't use diamond pickaxes. The worst part is, these miners make almost no money. They're normally
looks
in
like
poor
coal.
countries, earning around $400 per month. So next.
Now hold on. That's slave wages. You gonna pay these people $400? Now I get it. They're in another country. The currency isn't, the value of the currency isn't the same. So $400 of American money is more like $4,000 of whatever country that they're in. So I get it, but also they're almost guaranteed to get smoke inhalation or lung disease of some sort from inhaling the coal, the fumes, the gases. Their health is more important.
You complain about your job, think of these guys. Light bulb replacer. This man works 1 day every 6 months and earns $20,000 every time. He is a light bulb replacer on a 1,500-foot communication tower. Light bulb replacers on communication
1,500
towers
feet.
risk their lives every time they go.
This man is above the clouds. Look at this. Now, the first guy was about 1,500 feet up. You can still see land. You can look out and see, everything else. This man is above the clouds. You know how high you got to be above the clouds? You hired in skyscrapers. You're thousands and thousands of feet up. That's scary.
Work. A fall from this height is always fatal, and sadly,
Always
falls
fatal.
do happen. They have to deal with powerful winds, lightning, ice, and rain. When you're up
Powerful winds, lightning, and rain. The weather tricky, man. A gust of wind, blown off. Lightning strike, bro. You done. Ain't no surviving that. Rain. You gotta have them the proper gear to be able to have grip in the rain. One little you trying to answer, like, come on, man. It's wild, man.
high, a sudden gust of wind can cause you to lose grip or balance. They also run the risk of being electrocuted,
how
as
high
the
it
antennas
is.
are very
This-
high voltage.
Bro, what is that high? What bulbs are way up there in the clouds? Why is there a bulb way in the cloud, bro? You in the clouds. Okay, what bulb need to be changed way up there? I'm sorry, I don't know. Look, I don't know, man. This is a little questionable.
One wrong touch can cause your heart to stop in an instant. Sometimes these towers can even catch fire, trapping workers with nowhere to go. They only have to work 1 day every 6 months and make $20,000 per time. But
Okay, 1 day every 6 months. That's twice a year. 20,000 every time you change it. That's 40,000 a year to climb up and change a bulb. I might have to get into the profession.
considering all the fatalities, is it worth it? Crane operator. Crane operators may seem safe inside their cabins, but think again. Cranes sometimes lift over 100 tons, and collapses are far more common than you'd expect. One wrong move could be deadly. Also, every year, many crane operators pass away from
They pretty
electrocution,
high,
as
too.
cranes frequently touch power lines by accident, causing instant electrocution and even fires. Crane operators often have to work in harsh weather, making the risk even greater. There's also the risk of falling from the crane, which happens way more than you'd think. Crane operators make around $7,000 per month, but it
7,000. Crane operator. Police make about 7,000. Do I want to risk falling from way up there or risk getting shot, stabbed as a police officer? I don't know. Those are, those are the options.
far from a safe job. Commercial fisherman. The ocean is a terrifying and unforgiving place. And stuck right in the
Terrifying.
middle of it are commercial fishermen. The job's fatality rate is 23 times higher than average.
The fatality rate is 23 times higher than average. Let that sit with you. The ocean is crazy. The ocean is super big. There's nothing out there but water. Okay? You see how the ocean is tossing this giant ship up and down and side to side. The ocean is extremely powerful. And it can overturn a boat in some conditions.
Due to extreme weather and rough seas, they have to
Ooh,
work
that
in
one looked
storms
like it
and
was
freezing
sinking.
waters. Massive waves and hurricanes can
Man, look. This thing looked like it's about to be engulfed by waves. It just came popping out the water. Look at this.
boats, and falling overboard is very common. Many fishermen don't wear life jackets, and freezing waters can cause hypothermia to occur within
Many fishermen don't wear life jackets. Get your safety right.
minutes. Heavy machinery such as fishing nets and cranes can drag fishermen underwater. It's common for them to work 18 to 20 hours with almost no sleep. This fatigue causes more accidents, making the job even more deadly. Every year, thousands of commercial fishermen lose their lives, and from watching them work, you can see why. The waves alone are enough to terrify most people, but for commercial fishermen,
Yeah.
it's just part of the job. They sometimes fish in international waters, meaning if something goes wrong, they may not get saved. Commercial fishermen make around $7,000 per month.
If something goes wrong, you might not get saved because you working in international waters. For $7,000 a month? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Extreme weather, cold, freezing, water. We ain't talking about just water. Nigga. We talking about the ocean. Okay.
So while the money is good,
don't
the
know about
danger
that.
is extreme. Mountain bus driver. In most places, being a bus driver is a safe job, but not on this route. Route 1258 to Lima is the most dangerous bus route in the world. It goes through the Andes Mountains in Peru. The cliffside roads are incredibly narrow, and there are no guardrails. The roads are barely wide enough.
This is a one-way road through a mountain. Mountains. What if somebody coming the other way on this road? What you gonna do? You can't pull over a little bit. You'll be off the edge. You can't just scoot your car or just scoot the bus over. What they gonna do? Two people meet. Somebody going down the mountain. Somebody going up the mountain. Man.
For one car, let alone a large bus. But
Look at this. The side of this mountain looks like it's getting ready to fall.
today, bus drivers in the area have to drive this route. Landslides are commonplace, and rocks often fall onto the bus from above.
Now think about it. Buses are big. They're hard to maneuver. They can't maneuver well like a car. Okay, they're much bigger, so they have to move slower on their turns. They have to watch out for more. They have to make wider turns. It's harder to, a little bit harder to adjust and control a bus than it is a car or even a truck. On a one-way road in between mountains,
height, there are dense fogs, but zero streetlights. A brake failure when going downhill means instant disaster. To make matters even worse, the buses are normally very overcrowded, and there are no emergency services nearby, meaning if something goes wrong, help is hours away. The road is nicknamed Death Road, with dozens of fatalities occurring every year.
Death Road. Death Road. Who traveling up and down Death Road, bro? It's Death Road, bro. Death. Not Life Road, it's Death Road. What y'all traveling up and down Death Road for? Is y'all trying to? Come on, man. What's going on, man?
Drivers know every trip may be their last. The drivers are shockingly underpaid, earning only $500 per month.
Okay. $500? You telling me you paying these people $500 to risk their life every day? Oh no, you can't pay me to do that. I'm sorry. I gotta find something else.
Working 16 hours per day and risking their lives to provide an essential service. Bodyguards. Being a bodyguard may sound glamorous, but the job can turn deadly in seconds, especially if you're a presidential bodyguard. They're trained to step into the line of fire, meaning they literally have to take bullets to defend their boss. World leaders are big targets, and bodyguards sometimes have to sacrifice their own lives to protect them. They have many tactics they deploy, such as armored vehicles and concealed weapons. But if things go wrong, they're expected to make a human shield. Bodyguards have to be on high alert at all times. They can't simply switch off. If they did, things could turn deadly. Bodyguards such as US Secret Service agents make around $10,000 per month, but they're expected to work 80-hour weeks, sometimes in very dangerous places in the world. Iron worker. Iron workers build bridges and skyscrapers, but they risk their lives doing so. They work hundreds of feet above the ground, standing on 4-inch wide metal beams. There are no railings, safety nets, and sometimes no harnesses, meaning one wrong step or a gust of wind results in disaster. These guys don't just work with steel. They've got balls made of steel. Falling is not just likely, it's...
They don't just work with steel. They've got balls made of steel.
The job, as it happens to hundreds of ironworkers every year. Nearby cranes are swinging massive steel beams, which is yet another big risk. Ironworkers work in all weather, including ice, wind, and lightning. They often weld with live electricity very high up, sometimes causing electrocution and fires. The hot welding sparks can also cause serious burns. Ironworkers make around $8,000 per month, but it's one of the deadliest jobs in the entire world. On the plus side, they get very good healthcare plans, which I'm sure they use a whole...
On the flip side, they got good healthcare plans.
Snake milker. I promise I'm not making this one up. Snake milking is a very important job. In order to make anti-venom medicines, real snake venom is needed, meaning snakes must be milked. Unsurprisingly, finding people willing to do this is very hard, which is why...
All right, y'all, that's it for the video, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.